I was born in Tokyo in 1963 and lived there up until I was 3. And then I moved to Western Japan, and that's where I grew up. When I was a baby boy, I was forced by my parents to watch films even before I knew who I was. So I grew up on movies. I had a lot of free time, and that's when I started playing video games.
So it was difficult to make a game, and at that time I happened upon the family computer, the NES, and I really got into it. I really got into playing games on it, but at the same time, the games are very simple. There was no story, there was no drama or anything like that, so I came up with the idea that it would be really interesting to play one of these games with a story, with a drama, and to add it to this type of, to merge those two aspects together, and that's basically where it started.
Once upon a time, in the land of the rising sun, a young student decided not to follow a successful career in economics, but to make video games instead. Despite everyone telling him what a terrible, terrible, terrible idea that is, he pulled through. That young student would later be known all across the globe as one of the icons of the video game industry, Hideo Kojima. He started working at Konami Digital Entertainment back in 1985 as a game planner, and soon he got the chance to work on his own project, which failed miserably.
I was given this particular game plan, and I worked on it for 6 months. But the thing was, I didn't know anything about memory space in a game or the actual method of how to assemble a game and put together a game. I never thought about the actual schedule or timeline of when to do what. Then my boss called me and said, sorry, they were dropping my game plan.
But not all was lost, as he got one last chance to design a generic war game, where you shoot the bad guys and save the world. Sounds easy enough, but the problem was that the console he was developing the game for couldn't even handle 3 or more characters shooting on screen. That's when Kojima had to come up with something rather unexpected.
After a long, hard road, Kojima releases his first game in 1987, Metal Gear.
The game was for the MSX system. It wasn't a big market, but when the game came out, it was really well received.
And with that, Kojima created a whole new genre of gaming, the stealth genre. His first real game, Metal Gear, was a hit in Japan and got remade for the US audience, where it got most of its popularity from. Kojima took the world by storm. His Metal Gear series would become synonymous with quality and amazing cinematography. His technological know-how and absolute love for cinema resulted in games that looked and felt just like big Hollywood blockbusters, with complex narratives to make the player think. Kojima would occasionally direct other games that were different in style, making games like Snatcher, which was heavily based on Ridley Scott's Blade Runner, and Policenauts, a point-and-click adventure game about policemen in space! But Metal Gear consumed his life to a point where he was under constant pressure to develop the next big chapter in the Metal Gear saga. After 28 years of making Metal Gear, Kojima decided to split from Konami and open up his own independent studio. With Metal Gear gone, Kojima is finally free to once again create new things and pursue his own interests. He is now entering a new chapter in his career and life. his new logo no longer being a reminder of Metal Gear, but Ludens, his new mascot of a man in a spacesuit with a helmet shaped like that of a medieval knight, symbolizing his vision of spreading fun across the world with new technology and pioneering spirit. His new message is a love letter to all the people who love to play. We are Homo Ludens. We are those who play.